Hello children. Today we are going to continue with our chapter. In our last class we were studying the chapter diversity, means the state of being diverse, and we have discussed about characteristics of diversity like food, religion, culture, language, clothes, dance and music, art and sculptures. So today, continuing the chapter, we are going to discuss about the reasons for diversity in India. When we talk about reasons for diversity, diversity means differences. So there should be some basic reasons that how the people are different from each other. So today in this class, we are going to discuss those factors which led to differences in the people in the same society. So first point regarding the reason for diversity is inequality in income. As we all know that people are different as per their wealth. Income means what they earn. So all people, they differ according to their wealth. The reason being some people earn more and some people earn less. So till now also we are having many poor people in India, those who are not able to progress, and even they don't have enough of food to eat and the clothes to wear. So in this manner, two groups of people are formed. One those who are rich and the other those who are poor. So this inequality of income has led to diversity in our country. Second reason for diversity is caste system. Our society is divided as per caste. You might have studied earlier too that our society is divided according to caste system or according to Varnas, which was Brahman, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. This was the caste division in the earlier times. When we talk about this caste division, now also people are divided as per their caste, and they are even forced to remain in that caste only, and that caste system becomes a hierarchy. It means once a person belongs to a particular caste, they themselves and their families in future generation too is supposed to be in the same caste and follow the same rules and regulations. Take the common example of your own family. The caste to which your grandparents or great grandparents belong to. You are even belonging to the same caste, and your future generations will also be belonging to the same caste. So that creates a caste hierarchy, and the people are supposed to be in that hierarchy only. They cannot change their caste, or they cannot change to whichever community they belong to. Other than caste and income, there are certain historical and geographical factors too that leads to diversity. So now we are going to discuss about historical factors. As we all know, in earlier times too, people used to migrate or travel from one place to another in search of food, in search of work, and in search of better opportunities. Even they used to travel either on foot or on camels or horses. So as the people travel from one place to another in search of work and in search of better opportunities, and when they reach to new places, they start adopting the new conditions, or they used to change a bit. So when the people started changing their language, their culture, their customs and their art, it converts into a mixture of old and new traditions. It means when the people adapts new and they keep on going with the old, it creates a new variety. Just take an example. If you are living at a particular place and for some reason, like for studies or for job, you need to move out of that area and you need to go to some other area. So when you reach to a new place, you need to adapt the conditions of that area. But as per our culture. We are not leaving our own traditions and we are accepting the new ones. So our variety gets a new look. It means we convert our culture or our language or our tradition into an intermix of old and new customs. So this was the historical factor which leads to the diversity in the society and in the life of people. When the people started accepting new and they continued with the old traditions. Now next, moving forward with the geographical factors. Diversity is also related to geographical factors or physical factors. Suppose the person who is living in a mountain or the people of mountainous regions, their dressing sense is different, their language is different, their food habits are different, even the work they do is different. And in the same manner, the people living in desert region or in coastal region, their food habits will be different, their language will be different, their clothing will be different. All these factors are somehow related to the physical features where those people are living. So as per the geographical factors or as per the landforms, diversity occurs. When the people are living at various places which are in different directions, people used to adapt the conditions or the physical factors of that particular area and they used to change. So in this manner, historical and geographical factors brings diversity in the society. Even when we discussed about historical factors, as early humans moved, even now also the people are moving from one place to another and they are moving for better opportunities, for jobs and even for education, and some are even moving for exploring new places or visiting new places. So in this manner, the movement of people has even related with the historical factors and the geographical factors. Next, moving ahead with the chapter, we'll be discussing about unity in diversity. Children, what is basically unity in diversity? It means we are displaying unity in spite of being diverse. I hope you all might have understood this thing. When we are talking about diversity, we know India is the only country having a wide variety of diversity. The people from different culture, religion, backgrounds are living here together as one. They live with mutual understanding and brotherhood with each other. So unity in diversity is a correct term used to describe the wide variety of diversity in India. And this phrase of unity in diversity is coined by our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. And he has even discussed about India's unity in his book, The Discovery of India. In that, he has even appreciated the unity of Indians in spite of its diversity. We can understand this unity in diversity concept by some examples. You all have studied or you have heard that during the 18th century, the Britishers came to India and they started ruling our country. When the Britishers started ruling our country, the people of our country, they started protesting their rule because they were not satisfied with that. So when the people started protesting, all the men and women, those who are belonging to different backgrounds, having different culture, different religion and even belonging to different caste, came up together and they protested against the Britishers. All the people at that time were united with each other. Britishers thought that if the Indians are diverse, they can easily divide them as per religious basis and they can rule over them. But at that time, the people of India, they showed their unity and they came up together and they fought against the Britishers. People together protested the Britishers, together they went to jail, together they fought with the Britishers, and finally they let our country free. Even this thing can be understood by various of the movements which were started by Indians in the earlier times against the Britishers, like non-cooperation movement, Khilafat movement, in which the whole Indian society protested against the Britisher as a whole. And even one example was Jallianwala Bagh massacre. In that, the people belonging to various communities were silently protesting against the Britishers, and the Britishers, they opened fire in that area and thousands of men, women and children were being killed. So, but still, in spite of all these problems, all the people of India, they were united and they were working hand in hand with each other and displaying a feeling of brotherhood and nationalism which has led our country to the path of freedom. So in this manner, the concept of unity and diversity is true when we talk about our country, India. So these were the reasons of diversity and the concept of unity in diversity related with our country. So this was all for the chapter. Before winding up the class, I would like to summarize whatever we have studied in the video. So the summary of chapter is Reasons for Diversity in India. Inequality in the wealth of people creates diversity. Division of society as per caste has led to diversity. Migration of people has created a combination of old and new traditions. Geographical factors or physical features also led to diversity. Unity in diversity. This phrase was coined by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has described about Indian unity in his book The Discovery of India. He also appreciated Indian unity despite its vast diversity. So this was all for today's class. So as I told you earlier, start preparing the notes and do the worksheets which are given along with the videos and keep a record of it. So goodbye for now. Stay home, stay safe.